Two topics which haunt every medical student in obstetrics are maternal pelvis and fetal skull. In this video, let me simplify the fetal skull diameters for you. In a previous video, we have already discussed about different parts of a fetal skull. If you haven't watched that, the link will be in the description below. We have two types of diameters. Some diameters are defined on the longitudinal aspect of the skull, some are on the transverse aspect. First, we start with discussion of the longitudinal diameters. We start off with the vertex, that is over here, and we go all the way to the mentum. So this diameter from mentum to the vertex is known as a mento-vertical or MV diameter. This is 14 centimeter, and this particularly is the longest diameter. After that, once we have already covered the mentum, we come to submentum, and from submentum we go to all the way to the vertex, that is your submento-vertical diameter. As you can over here see that submento-vertical diameter is already a bit short from the mento-vertical diameter. It will be smaller, so it is basically 11.5 centimeters. Now once we are talking about the submento, we will now go from the submentum to all the way to the bregma, that is over here. So from submento bregmatic diameter. Now if you see, the submento bregmatic diameter is again smaller than the submento vertical diameter. So that is 9.5 centimeter. All these three diameters form our first triad in fetal skull. We start our next game from the occiput, which is over here, and we go from occiput to all the way to the frontal, which is over here. So occipito frontal diameter. This will be the longest in this triad, so it will be 11.5. Now we will go to the subocciput, which is over here. Now from subocciput we will go to frontal. So this is suboccipitofrontal diameter, and as you can already see, this diameter is smaller than occipitofrontal, so it will be your 10 centimeters. Then since we are already at subocciput, we will go from subocciput to bregma now. That is, over here we are at the subocciput, and now we are moving all the way to bregma, that is suboccipitobregmatic diameter. And as you can see, this suboccipitobregmatic diameter is again smaller than suboccipitofrontal, so it will be 9.5 centimeters. This makes the second triad in fetal skulls. So to easy way to remember, we started with mento, submento, submento, occipito, suboccipito, suboccipito. These are the two triads. Now we will go for the third triad, which involves the transverse diameters. So we will start with the longest transverse diameter, which is our biparietal diameter, which is 9.5 centimeter, and it is the longest in transverse. Then we will have something known as that bitemporal diameter. That is, you can see it's a bit lesser than the biparietal. It is approximately 8 centimeters. And there's another diameter which is known as bimastoid. That diameter is 7.5 centimeters, which you cannot see over here, but that is the distance between two mastoids, and it is the smallest skull diameter. We already had our longest, and now we have our smallest diameter. Now this biparietal, bitemporal and bimastoid together, they form the third triad in our fetal skull discussion. Now this can be simply remembered by PTM, or parent teachers meeting. However, there is another diameter to consider in transverse diameters, that is this diameter. This is known as supra or subbiparietal diameter, which is SSP, which is in between biparietal and bitemporal, that is 8.5 centimeter. We do not consider it to be a part of the triad, but still this exists. So this is a kind of a special triad. So we will name this our third triad in fetal skull diameters. So this is my method of remembering the fetal skull diameters. If you have enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, share this video among your friends and colleagues, and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that you never ever miss a update.